Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this one is a really exciting one because I'm using my new Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, which is just, oh, so beautiful. I've already prepped my skin and brows, so first I'm just going to set my lid using the shade In Light, and then going in with Silk Cream just in the crease area to provide a nice transition colour for the next colour we're going to go in with. So then I'm just going to take a little bit of Puto, which is kind of a darker brown shade, and just popping that into the crease as well, just to deepen it up a little bit, just as a nice base for the Jada shade that I'm going to take right now. And just using a little fluffy brush, I'm popping that on the outer and inner corner and also blending it into the crease. I just took it really slowly and kind of built it up bit by bit. That way you can make sure you really blend it into the crease, because you want it to blend nicely into the kind of transition colours that we've used. And then to deepen up both the inner and outer corner, I also took some of the Enchanted shade. I think it's always nicer to go in with the darker shade just to kind of provide a little bit of depth. And then the centre shade is like the star of the show, and that is the colour Pool Party, and it's like a really nice teal colour. And I did wet my brush just to bring out the pigment more. Jaclyn did like recommend doing that. Either using your finger or wetting the brush kind of brings out the pigment the most, and it's just such a pretty shade, and it's so pigmented. And then I obviously wanted to make sure that that's kind of blended into the colours that we've already put down. And then I'm just going to prep my lashes real quick using some eyelash curlers. I like to do that just because I think it helps the lashes kind of sit a little bit better. And then I'm just going to apply a quick coat of mascara. This is just the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes, I believe. It's a really nice one. The lashes that I'm using are the ones that have just been released by Iconic London. They're so nice. They look really natural, but they also provide a nice kind of bit of volume as well. So they just kind of went really well with this. And then I'm just going to highlight my face using my Maybelline Age Rewind. And I did also just go in and bronze up my face quickly with the liquid Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I just used my beauty blender and kind of warmed up the outer perimeter of my face, and I wanted to do this while everything on my face was kind of cream and I hadn't set anything, because obviously you don't want to put any cream over powders. So I just kind of blended this out first and then went and blended in my concealer as well. I did actually add a little bit of my Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer over the top as well, just to kind of brighten up those under eyes a little bit. And obviously making sure to blend all of that out, and then I just go in and set it afterwards. Midway through the blend, I did just decide to kind of contour my nose a little bit using some of that cream bronzer from Hoola. It was actually a really nice kind of natural way to contour the nose, and then also underneath the lips just to make them look a little bit bigger. Then I'm just setting using my RCMA No Colour Powder, which is my favourite of the moment, and then just baking the sides of my nose just to kind of make that look a little bit smaller, and then baking the chin and forehead as well, just to stop any oils coming through. And then I just go out and set the outer perimeter of my face using my MAC Studio Fix foundation powder. This just provides like really nice extra coverage, and I just like the way that it looks. And then I just bought this new eye pencil from Marc Jacobs, and I can't remember what the shade is, but I will list it in the bottom bar below. But it's a nice like teal shade that matches the kind of colours we have on our eyes. And then taking both Jada and Enchanted, I'm just running that under the lower lash line and blending it out. I always like to just take a little fluffier brush as well and go in with the transition shades that we use. I'm just taking a bit of Puta and running that underneath as well, just to really kind of smoke it out a little bit, and then adding a little bit of mascara just to finish it off. I'm just taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and as per usual taking a kind of banana shade. I'm mixing both the banana shade and the pinkier shade, and just popping that over all the areas that we highlighted just to get rid of any kind of excess translucent powder, provide some extra coverage and all of that. And then I quickly contour my nose with the middle contour shade in the palette as well, and I do just kind of go over that with the lighter shades again just to kind of soften it a little bit, because you don't want it to look too harsh. Then to bronze and contour, I've just purchased a new Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer because it's my absolute favourite, and I forgot how good it smells. Like, oh, it's so good. So I'm just popping that in all the areas that I want to contour, so my cheekbones, sides of my forehead, on top of my forehead because I want to make it look smaller, and then obviously getting rid of that double chin as well. And then for my highlight shade today, I went in with my Aurora Glow Kit from ABH, and I took the shade Orion, I think it's called. It's like the blue shade, but then I kind of wanted to create a teal shade on my cheeks, so I also took Helia as well, which is the greeny shade, and together it just kind of really matched the eye look quite well. I also added this on my Cupid's bow, nose and the inner corners of my eyes just to provide a little extra pop. And then to make sure it was all kind of melted into the skin, I did just go over it with my damp beauty blender. This is a great trick if it's kind of looking a little bit powdery. And then for blush, I went in with my California blush from Benefit. It's a really nice coral shade, and I just thought it would kind of pair quite well with the teal look that we have going on our eyes. And I popped plenty of that on. And then I just lined my lips quickly with Stripped Down from MAC, which is a really nice kind of nudie brown shade. It's just nice if you're going to go in with a kind of nude lip. I do like to overline slightly, but only in the centre of the lips. Once you get to the outer corner, you really need to kind of follow your natural lip line, otherwise you'll end up looking like a clown, which is a little bit crazy. Now that our lips are sufficiently lined and we're looking a little interesting, I'm just going to go in with my lip colour, and I decided to use my ABH lip palette today. I just took shades 1, 4, 11 and Primary 1 and just mixed it straight onto my lips, and it created like a nice pinky nude shade. I think you could kind of do any lip you wanted to do with this look. I think a really bright coral would look good if you wanted to go for a bright lip option, but I mean a nude is always safe and I love nude lips. I just finished off with a little bit of Fix Plus just to set all of that makeup in place and blend all of the powders into the skin. And then this makeup look is complete. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I had so much fun doing this tutorial. I absolutely adore the palette. Jaclyn did such an amazing job, and I'll definitely be doing more tutorials on that. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All the products obviously will be listed in the bottom bar below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!